With the season's midpoint upon us, allow a moment to appreciate what is unfolding. The final ride for one of the all-time greats, the best start to a season ever, setting up the pursuit of 72 wins. And 2 perfect home records still intact, both of which are on the line tonight. Beginning with the Spurs, who take the floor as one of the hottest teams in the NBA. But tonight, they clash with the last team to win a regular season game in San Antonio.
He got it at the buzzer!
The equally scorching Cavs, who have been ignited by Kyrie's return. What could be better than 2 teams playing their best basketball of the year, witnessing a remarkable Warriors season that could end up one of the best in history? And there's no better place to watch it than the NBA on TNT. And here is a matchup not to be missed as the Spurs host the Cavs in the opener. LeBron James, the league's 4th leading scorer, going head-to-head with arguably the NBA's best defender, the Spurs' Kawhi Leonard. Can San Antonio stay perfect at home? We're about to find out. All right, the Cavs and Spurs get us started. Marv Albert, Chris Webber, and Craig Sager will have the call, and then Golden State tries to stay perfect at home against the Lakers. It's TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader from Studio J here in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, that'd be Shaq, that'd be Kenny, that'd be the Chuckster. How good is this matchup that we start the night with? I'll tell you how good this matchup is. The Cleveland Cavaliers on a winning streak of 8, the Spurs with 9. The Spurs 22-0 at home this season. You see all the numbers there. Cleveland with a 6-game road winning streak. And of course, the Cavs, the last team to beat the Spurs in the regular season in San Antonio. One of the best games of the year last year. Remember,
yes,
Kenny?
It was.
Oh,
man. Kyrie went ballistic.
Hit that 3 to send the game to overtime. And then the Cavs able to put away the Spurs in their gym in OT.
Tough shots.
The final 128 to 125 in overtime.
I think he's going to get 57 tonight.
You don't think he's going to get 57
I don't think he's going to get 57.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
You had a statement that you were saying right before we got on. Could you repeat that just for America?
I think out of all the basketball players in the world, I would take Kawhi Leonard.
No, you didn't say it. Say it the way you said it.
Kawhi Leonard is the best basketball player in the world, in my opinion.
So you would take him over LeBron James and Steph Curry?
First of all, Steph is the best offensive player in the NBA. LeBron was the best player for the last 10 years or more. But at his age, I would take Kawhi Leonard over any basketball player in the world right now.
You're shaking your head just a bit over here.
He's a good player. He has a great story, so that moves him up to a great player. But he's not the best player in the world. He plays good defense, does a few things on offense, but
leads the league in 3-point shooting, as a matter of fact.
It's between LeBron and Steph Curry right now, who's the best player in the world.
Well, I'm just saying, Steph Curry is the best offensive player in the world. That's not debatable. But if you're looking at both ends of the floor, like I say, LeBron's older, but if I needed one player today
to start
my franchise, I'm going with Kawhi Leonard. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's not what I would say, but yeah. I would say Kawhi Leonard would be somewhere around there to help my team. But LeBron James, to me, is the franchise starter. Steph Curry is right behind him, but the franchise starter is still, to me, you're going to be in the NBA Finals in the last 6 years. This guy's been there every year. There's no one else that's been in the Finals that many times and that's going to be there. And they're going to be back there this year again. There's no doubt about it.
And they're going to play.
They're the best team.
And I think they're going to play this team here in the Finals.
Right, okay.
Hey, here's a number to consider. The Cavs, when LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin Love play together, since this time a year ago, since January 13th of 2015, their record is 42-5. And tonight they take on a San Antonio team that's been kind of under the radar just a bit because Golden State's start has kind of taken all the headlines.
Even though we're trying to pump it up as a big game for both teams. It's not really. For both teams, it's a regular season game. If the
That's not true. That's not true.
See, Chuck doesn't know how to think like a championship. Let me finish my point.
Jeez.
If the Cavs lose tonight, they're still in first. If the Spurs lose tonight, they're still in second. We're a week away before the All-Star break. It's just another game. We're trying to pump it up. They're not really pumping up like that. It's a big test for both teams, but it's not like a
come on, Shaq.
No matter what happens, Cleveland's still in first.
Yeah, I know, but wouldn't you?
Still in second.
Doesn't this game get? If you're a player, doesn't this game get your blood pumping a little more than if you were playing somebody else tonight?
Yes, it does. That's because you got former champs playing against LeBron James, the best player in the world. You got great players on the court, but they're not going to go out gangbusters, just to try to win a game. Because again, if the Cavs lose, they're still in first. If the Spurs lose, they're still in second. And it's all about pacing yourself to get a championship.
And that's not the way it works because
It is the way it works. You got to pace yourself.
That's not true.
It is true.
First of all, anybody who tell you they play like that, I play the same against Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Anybody tell you that, they're just stupid. You get excited to play against great players. But in this situation, it's a little bit different because if there's a team, listen, realistically, it's Golden State and the Spurs, maybe Oklahoma City, and then you got the Cavs. When you play those teams, you always want a psychological advantage. You want a psychological advantage. The toughest thing in sports is getting a psychological advantage. And if you're going to play a team like we can play this team in the finals, especially when you only play them twice. When you only play them twice, you want a psychological.
Can I say that you both have great points and right in the sense that I would agree with Shaq in this point. If Golden State was playing tonight, this would be a bigger game for San Antonio. It would because they're in their division.
Right.
They're in the West,
first,
and this is who you have to go
back,
through.
yes.
However, this is a bigger game in Chuck's. What I'm agreeing with Chuck, it's a bigger game than any other Eastern team coming in there.
Yes.
Because it's LeBron James.
It's like
it isn't San Antonio Golden State.
But
it's close.
But my point is, when the Cavs play the Spurs and when the Spurs play the Warriors, that ain't the same as his point. He said just a regular season game. When the Spurs and the Warriors play, it will not be just a regular season game.
And what is it? The 25th is the first time San Antonio and Golden State will play.
Now that game
that
game is going to get everybody's attention.
Oh, this one has everybody's attention too. Who's that?
Ginobili!
Back with more on TNT NBA tip-off in just a second.
Cut his hair down.
He ain't got to cut it down. It's coming out. He's going bald.
This is for the win.
Knowing you found the right car at the right price is like hitting the game-winning shot. Auto Trader.
Perfect match presented by Auto Trader. Shaq continues to lead the way with assistance from Chico Robinson. But a 6-game night. We got 10 games on Monday, 5 next Thursday.
Monday night. I love it.
We're going to catch you by Monday. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Still a regular season.
Oh, it's almost